Hello, Wolf then. My name is Voltorn, Elda, and welcome back to Aviary Attorney, where we are at the very end, I believe, of the second trial. We saved Don Juan, and our friend Miss Sinch also is free to go, sort of, and she's going to leave to Vienna. Because of the talk of a revolution, the people of France are unhappy, and the wolf, Judge Romulus, has called out for a revolution, that it is coming. Something is brewing out in the distance, and it is going to start with a bang, I believe. So I have no clue what is going to happen next, but yeah. We at least have a victory this time round. We did save a murderer, sort of. But the murderer was innocent, and I'm feeling better about this case than I do about the first one, let's say that. But let's continue.
Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So, I guess it's just you and me and the fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie.
I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way that you did, it was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
This trial's testimonies are completely invalid? Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample, valid evidence for Mademoiselle Sinch to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So, why are you holding back?
You know, 10, maybe 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Sinch. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details.
The details?
The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. Yeah, sort of like my entire first trial where we followed everything and all the evidence, but the actual murderer...
Bloody hell.
I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Sinch, and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice.
Very true, but you are also playing with the law in that case.
You're going soft?
No, you're a good lawyer, Severin. You're a good lawyer, Cocorico.
Well, you're not terrible, Falcon.
Well, thank you.
I must congratulate you, Signor Falcon and Signor Sparrowson.
What am I doing? Still using that old accent? I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It is no big deal, we were just doing our jobs.
No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payments.
Thank you, Monsieur Phillips. This has been a strange case, but I am glad the truth came to light.
How much did you give me?
Nice. 40, I believe. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Phillips. Before you go, something has been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. Yeah, Falcon, JJ Falcon is not our real name, so what are we hiding? I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Phillips. I don't go by my old name for a reason.
That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, shouldn't we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to, because a storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or another. Listen, monsieur, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, feel free to drop by my office at any time.
Dig up the dirt?
I am a private investigator, it's what I do.
We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Phillips.
A good day, messieurs.
Good day. I'm going to get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee.
Yeah,
surely. End of Act 2, your game is saved. Yes, I would like to continue. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days.
Act 3, The Sleeping City.
So we are going to be in the middle of a revolution. Okay, this is gonna get interesting.
I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that mopey bird brain at Le Canard Joyeux... Ah, finally! Good morning, Falcon.
Morning, Spa.
No, wait. It's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones?
It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk.
Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial.
Something's on your mind?
Actually, yes. It is what the wolf judge said. About the revolution.
Huh. That guy was off as a rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh, yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. A fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson, you may have the honors.
Alright. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Volerti. That's it. How terse. Okay.
A proposal from the inspector. Interesting.
Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we going to meet him and find out?
We may as well, I guess. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat, Sparrowson.
Alright, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, But before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point.
What did you eat this time?
No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from the last visit.
Oh yeah, how much is it? Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think.
Yeah. First inspector's call. Let's go to Place de la Bastille. A rooftop cafe overlooking the Bastille Square is the perfect spot for a friendly rendezvous. Well, let's not let Inspector Volerti wait then, shall we? Oh, it's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location?
Who knows, maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime.
Wait, do you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds?
It was a joke, Harrison. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old.
Well.
Severin, what are you doing here?
Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all three of us?
It is hardly unusual for lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck.
A big investigative role? Sounds juicy.
Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus?
No, not really.
No, what? He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills. AKA we will see him again in the future and he is going to cause trouble.
That is not good.
So he escaped justice.
For now.
For now, but don't fret. Nobody managed to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which...
Ah, good, you're all here. Excuse me, monsieur. Mr. Inspector Volerti, sir.
That's a mouthful, Sparrowson. Monsieur, Mr. Inspector Volerti, sir.
Falcon and I were wondering, how did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Or did you get them?
Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking.
You impudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when, in the July Revolution, 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood.
Oh great, now you've set him off.
We were given the orders to charge at the rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. And suddenly, a boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead, and I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Floridian killer himself.
This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we're here?
Oh, right. Of course, why we're here. What am I about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential. You understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group.
Hipsters? I would love to say that, but no. Revolutionaries. Revolutionaries?
Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months, no, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain.
No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Just like when the Netherlands, the government wanted to take away the referendum capabilities of the people to call back the government. We're not happy, not really.
Indeed, and that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that I need your help.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eye of the police.
Do we have any leads?
Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur. Like a sandwich? What? The Croque Monsieur? It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel, throw on some peppers if it's a Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque Monsieur is the alias of an unaccomplished and notoriously dangerous arms criminal. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know.
That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking?
The Parisian police department is not that fast, and we have made mistakes in the past, so please forgive us.
Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance.
Suck it up. That is very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. But what about you, Falcon?
Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte.
You want to know why I'm asking you?
Well, yes.
Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guards are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country, and nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produce with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I say you defending Dame Cataline. I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in years. Not including myself, of course.
Of course. But, Dame Cataline, yeah, about her.
It doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastical investigator, and even if that is not in your job description. So, what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation?
I would be honored to help my country, yes. I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board.
Excellent, just what I wanted to hear.
I have no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. Neither did I. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride.
Yeah, pride is all fine and all, but, do we get any compensation for this? Of course, here's 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work. 50 francs? Psst, we're being undersold.
Hush, Sparrowson, this is a great opportunity.
I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts to the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your two tasks. I will check upon your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then.
I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel groups, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Safarin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Yeah, will we? I doubt that. Come on, Saracen, we have a croque monsieur to hunt.
Okay, let's go.
I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Ah, you sneaky, sneaky devil, Severin. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croque monsieur too.
Not so fast, Cocorico. There is something else we need to discuss. Which would be...
Which makes me wonder... oh dear, okay, so we are now also going to the sites over here. Great. Lots of places to go. And is there anything new? We have the hospital, where we could go, definitely. Interesting. Palais de Louvre, Bibliothèque, Palais de Justice, Chocolate Emporium. Lots of places, bloody hell. Well, I think the very, very first thing that we might be able to do, one of them at least being to the Saltpattery. I mean, we do have to do with the whole depth stuff, and also with our investigation, which might be the best option as of right now. Throw out a little bit of an ear on the streets from a private investigator. Maybe he knows a little bit. And also where is it? Wait, we can go back to Baron Rockwile's residence? Okay, cool. But yeah, I think going to the R&M Associates might be the best choice right now. So let's go there. Well, this is most unexpected. You look a whole lot different in that gear, let me tell you that, Renard. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our very first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guests some tea? Oh, of course, Monsieur Phillips, of course. Messieurs, what kind of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe? Chamomile sounds nice. Chamomile sounds good to me. Thanks, Mousy. Sure, I could go for chamomile too. Okay, one bottle of chamomile coming right up. Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for? We just have a couple of questions. Have you heard rumors of an uprising? Or the croque monsieur? Let's first ask him that, and then we can delve deeper into the revolution. Have you ever heard of a person called the croque monsieur?
And no, we're not talking about the sandwich, unfortunately.
The croque monsieur? Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him?
Me, personally? No, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation.
I see. Then do you have any idea how we can find him?
Meeting the croque monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody after all.
But if anyone knows something, it must be you, I hope.
I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days and I will tell you where and when you can find the croque monsieur.
Okay, 3 days. 3 days. I'm going to write that down once I know what date it is. 3 days! That is an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Phillips.
Of course, there is a price.
A price?
It's just a small fee, a mere 30 francs.
Oh, we have 124. I think we're good with that.
Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is there any way to show your gratitude? Is that any way to show your gratitude?
Monsieur Phillips, you must understand that this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country.
I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs and I guarantee I will find you the croque monsieur. That is my final offer. What do you say?
We'll take it. Yes. Here you go, monsieur.
Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the croque monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence.
I hope so. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Phelps.
It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Yeah, have you heard the rumors of an uprising? Monsieur Phelps, have you heard any rumors of an uprising?
Of course. These days a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of the winter.
But what can you tell us about the dissenters? Specifically, do you know where they are meeting?
I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went?
I see.
Perhaps I can assist you with something else.
No, I think that would be all. That is all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Phelps.
As to you, messieurs. The tea!
I knew about it. I knew it. Bloody hell.
The tea's ready, Monsieur Phelps. It's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy. Oh, bother.
Well then. We should have stayed for tea. The day wasn't over yet, but now it is. Well, 3 days, which means the 13th of January, we need to return to R&M Associates. I am going to write it down for myself, and with that, I'm also going to say that that is all for today's episode. So, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Have a very nice day, and remember, have fun.
So now we've turned from defense attorney to private investigator, just like Renard. I don't fully know what we're getting ourselves into, but I do fear that we need to be on our guard. A revolution is looming.